Valmiki Ramayana, Bala Kanda, Book 1, Sarga 59. Roman numerals LIX 59. The sons of VAS'ISHTHA. Then Kaushik's son, by pity warmed, spoke sweetly to the king transformed. Hail, glory of Ikshvaku's line! I know how bright thy virtues shine. Dismiss thy fear, O noblest chief, for I myself will bring relief. The holiest saints will I invite to celebrate thy purposed right. So shall thy vow, O king, succeed, and from thy cares shalt thou be freed. Thou in the form which now thou hast, transfigured by the curse they cast, ye in the body, king, shalt flee, transported where thou fain wouldst be. O Lord of men, I ween that thou hast heaven within thy hand e'en now. For every for very wisely hast thou done, and refuge sought with Kaushik's son. Thus having said, the sage addressed his sons of men the holiest, and bade the prudent saints whate'er was needed for the rite prepare. The pupils he was wont to teach he summoned next, and spoke this speech. Go bid VAS'ISHTHA's sons appear, and all the saints be gathered here. And what they one and all reply, when summoned by this mandate high, to me with faithful care report, omit no word and none distort. The pupils heard and prompt obeyed, to every side their way they made. Then swift from every quarter sped the sages in the Vedas read. Back to that saint the envoys came, whose glory shone like burning flame, and told him in their faithful speech the answer that they bore from each. Submissive to thy word, O seer, the holy men are gathering here. By all was meet obedience shown. Mahodaya refused alone. And now, O chief of hermits, hear what answer chilling us with fear. VAS'ISHTHA's 100 sons returned, thick speaking as with rage they burned. How will the gods and saints partake the offerings that the prince would make? And he, a vile and outcast thing, his ministrant one born a king. Can we great Brahmans eat his food and think to win beatitude? By Vishwamitra purified, thus sire and sons in scorn replied. And as these bitter words they said, wild fury made their eyeballs red. Their answer, when the arch-hermit heard, his tranquil eyes with rage were blurred. Great fury in his bosom woke, and thus unto the youths he spoke. Me, blameless me, they dare to blame, and disallow the righteous claim. My fierce austerities have earned, to ashes be the sinners turned. Caught in the noose of fate shall they to Yama's kingdom sink today. 700 times shall they be born to wear the clothes the dead have worn. Dregs of the dregs, too vile to hate, the flesh of dogs their maws shall sate. In hideous form, in loathsome weed, a sad existence each shall lead. Mahodaya too, the fool who fain my stainless life would try to stain. Stained in the world with long disgrace, shall sink into a foul's place. Rejoicing guiltless blood to spill, no pity through his breast shall thrill. Cursed by my wrath for many a day, his wretched life for sin shall pay. Thus girt with hermit, saint and priest, great Vishwamitra spoke and ceased. Wow. Amazing. Valmiki Ramayana by Ralph Griffith. Translation from Sanskrit to English. British 1800s. That's absolutely amazing how he translated Sanskrit to English. And so much going on. So many things going on. Okay, footnotes. 71b. This appellation, occurring nowhere else in the poem except as the name of a city, appears twice in this canto as a name of VAS'ISHTHA. Anyway, what is happening? Vishwamitra is cursing the 100 sons of VAS'ISHTHA. Vishwamitra is cursing 100 sons of VAS'ISHTHA. Why? Because they disobeyed him. Vishwamitra ordered them to come to the fire sacrifice that he was performing for Trishanku. Trishanku, the king of Ayodhya, he wanted to go to heaven in his present body. And VAS'ISHTHA and his 100 sons definitely didn't like the idea. And they cursed the king to become a Shudra, a vile Shudra, and now Vishwamitra is cursing them who cursed Trishanku, the king of Ayodhya, to become also ugly, vile Shudras, eating dogs. So this is what's going on. Even in the high planetary systems, this cursing and counter-cursing is going on constantly. Constantly. There is no end to it. No matter how perfect life you live, you will offend somebody sometime in the future, and that somebody will curse you to become something. It's just endless. It never stops. This is material world. Cursing and counter-cursing. Okay. So many things to talk about. But that's amazing translation of Ramayana. Okay. Ciao.